Sir, this is the issue I've been facing in my pond since yesterday. I don't know if you can see it.
You watched the video. Yeah. This video was sent to me by someone who was having the issues in his farm. So if you listen to the audio of the video, you see his complaints and his worries about his fishes. So when I posted this video on Facebook, I got thousands of reactions I didn't even expect. So people tried to say a lot of things. Some were making fun of the video, but that's not what we are here for. We are here to see a solution to this problem, and then so that other people could be able to understand this and prevent it from happening. That's the reason for Let Us Farm. So my name is Ebelefong Noel Oge of Let Us Farm, and all we do here is we teach you practical solutions to solving your problems. If you have any problem in your farm, all you need to do is send me a video of this problem and I will be able to solve it for you free of charge. So let's look at this and then I give you solutions on how to solve it.
Sir, this is the issue I've been facing in my pond since yesterday. I don't know if you can see it. See those fishes? They are standing. This is not how they used to be. Now all of them, a large number of them, I don't know what's. I've tried to check whether it's maybe the oxygen level in the water, but as you can see, I just changed the water this morning. I don't really understand though.
Welcome back. So now the video, when you watch the video, the first thing you notice is that you see fishes that are standing. They are standing all over the pond. Now, when I asked the guy what his water changing routine was, he said normal, change water every 2 days. But he noticed that these fishes, they keep on, standing, not moving. But this is another problem. If you watch that pond, the first problem you will see here is that this pond is overstocked. So when you overstock the pond, what happens is that these fishes actually release waste because they eat. So when they eat, they also drink water from the pond. And when they eat, drink water, they urinate and pass feces in the pond. These are what forms the ammonia content in a pond. Now, if you overstock your pond, it means that the quantity at which these fishes will be releasing this thing will be high. So when they release it at that high pace, it will be difficult for them to manage their situation. It can lead to this problem. So first problem here is that this pond is overstocked. So it means that the problem of the pond is now getting more complicated because the pond is carrying way over what it's supposed to carry. There may not be any need going to ask, oh, how many did you stock in this pond? Because a visual approach will tell you that there is no space in the pond. It is highly overstocked. So the first situation to solving this problem is reduce the number of these fishes in this pond at least half. After the reduction of the number by half, putting it in another pond, then that's when we now look at, okay, what is the size of this pond and what are the numbers? That will lead us to knowing how many that are required to be in this particular pond. But as a means of first aid, we reduce the number. Now, to solving this problem, like I said, the first thing, like I told him, was, hey, reduce your number of the fishes in this pond by half. So when you do it, you pump out this water, pump in the fresh water. The next thing will be, we'll watch the situation. So if after that, they are staying hanging to this, then it means you have to move on to the next level of tackling this problem. And that is to test the water pH. Because another thing that can cause this problem is when there is low oxygen in the water. Sometimes there are many things that causes low oxygen in water. One is overstocking, because like I said, when you overstock, the fishes releases too much waste in the water. increasing the high ammonia concentration in the water. This will automatically reduce the oxygen level in the water. That's why the fishes will always stand to see if they can get air from above the water, because then the oxygen inside the water is no longer conducive for them to take. So they start putting up their head to see if they can get anything outside the water. So in this scenario, like I said, we reduce the number into 2, then pump out the water, pump in a fresh water, because the fresh water will have new components and it's supposed to have very high amount of oxygen level that comes in. So when you put that new water in, the fishes will now respond and show you if you have to go ahead and test the water pH. Now, if you put them in and they are okay, they don't have problem, and in the next 24 hours you come, they are flowing inside, but then the next thing will be, instead of testing for the water pH, we just have to check what is the size of this pond and how many fishes do you have inside. The reason why we have to do that is that if you don't do it and the fishes inside are still more than what they are supposed to be in that pond, in just a matter of 2-3 weeks, when the fishes must have grown out again to cover the old problem that they were having, they will start having that same problem that they had before. But now the bad thing is that because then they will be bigger in size, they may not be able to stand to gasp for air. What you will start noticing is fishes dying. If they don't die, they may start having dropsy disease, because this dirty water will go to rupture their system. They can't stand up to get air, so they may start having dropsy sickness. That's why you hardly see small fishes like this having dropsy, but you see many of the big fish their water before sighting your pond there. Reason is that you can't fight nature. That water that comes from underground, you put it in your pond. The one in the pond, you test the water pH. You try to put some things inside to reduce the pH or to step it up. Now, what happens is that you can achieve this in the morning, but by afternoon, it may still go back to the old situation. You see? And it means that every day, morning, afternoon, night, you keep just testing this water pH. So anytime you change water, you keep testing the pH. One day you make mistake, and maybe when your fishes are very big, you make that mistake, it may be a disaster. So this is how we can solve this problem, and that's what I told him, the owner, to do. And if he has to do it, there's going to be a very good result. So tell me what you think about this and what you think about this solution in the comment section. Now, if you're having your own problem, simply do a video and send it to 081-353-48909. Solution will be given to you free of charge. Until I come your way next time, I am Emelifon Oge. Keep farming, it's a way of life.